Reviews, and today we have the Rivian. Now, the Rivian is an electric vehicle that's going to be expected to hit the road here in the United States in late 2020. Now, electric vehicle startup Rivian has had a long road to production. Founded back in 2009 by CEO Robert R.J. Scaringe, who holds a doctorate in mechanical engineering from MIT. The company has yet to sell its first electric vehicle, subsisting largely on huge cash injections. From what I heard, $700 million from Amazon, and Ford Motor Company hasn't even, their amount that's a part of this has not been spoken of. Now that's set to change later this year. They're going to be selling, start selling their pickup trucks. And when Rivian finally starts production, they're going to start production in Normal, Illinois, the plant formerly operated by Japanese manufacturer Mitsubishi. Pilot builds will start in the third quarter of 2020. Motor Trend reports that with full production of the Rivian R1T electric pickup truck launching in the earliest December. Now, the Rivian R1S, a heavily related electric SUV, will follow with 3 months later. This is the most definitive timeline that's been reported so far. Now this is the Rivian pickup truck, and this is what the Rivian pickup truck is capable of. I mean, this is a SUV. We're going to see that in a second. This is the R1S SUV, very sharp and pristine SUV. And this is the pickup truck again, the R1T. And this is what it's capable of. And this is something awesome, folks. It's called the tank mode, or tank turn. And it can only be done on loose gravel, not on regular surfaces, either dirt or sand or mud. Now, this is a very, very sharp SUV. As you can see, we're going to go back to the SUV, take a look at it again, see how sharp it looks, how awesome it looks. It's been a long time coming for the electric vehicle startup, which has generated a lot of publicity in more than a decade of existence. Scaringe has expressed his wish that he could move production up, but he's cognizant of what happened with Elon Musk and him not being able to make timelines, and that if he moves production up, that it can possibly end in tragedy. And that way he arguably stands in stark contrast to the CEO Elon Musk, who did move production up. But at the same time, over time, he's become very, very successful with starting his Chinese plant in Shanghai. Rivian Illinois plant will have an entire line dedicated to the production of the skateboard chassis that will underpin all of the different models, all of the battery electric vehicles for the foreseeable future, including a luxury SUV it will build for Ford and the prime branded delivery vans it agreed to build for Amazon. So this SUV is connected to Ford. And this is the R1T, and this is the R1S. And this is what it can do. This is called the tank turn. And this is an awesome feature that you'll be able to do as you entertain your friends. And you can only do this on the muddy or sandy surface. This right here is I believe this is the SUV. It's going through rugged terrain and going up a hill. Now, the R1S, of course, and this is the SUV, and this right here is the chassis, the specification, not the chassis, but the specification of the SUV. It's going to be 750 horsepower with 4 motors, and it's going to generate 14,000 torque nanometers, and that's an awesome feat, folks. A very awesome feat. Wheelbase being 3,450 millimeters, and the track from front 1,710 millimeters. I mean, it's got some awesome features on it, some awesome dimensions. And this right here is the skateboard chassis. The concept of skateboard chassis, which packages together the battery pack, the drive motors, as you can see, suspension, and other components. Now, General Motors has been doing this back in the 2000s. It provided a compact, ready-made platform onto which any number of different automotive body styles can be grafted, cutting development costs and leveraging economies of scales to keep the EV prices controlled. At least in theory, this should work. According to Motor Trend, a separate line of Rivian in the normal plant will assemble the company's range of 3 different battery packs. 2 more lines, and I believe this is the battery pack down here. 2 more lines of high content final assembly line to handle assembling the Rivian and the Ford branded vehicles, and a low content one to assemble the prime vans, which are the delivery vans, will also occupy the factory. In short, look for the first production Rivian R1T pickup trucks to hit the road right at the end of 2020, and the Rivian R1S SUV is a couple of months into 2021. Timing for the launch of Ford luxury electric SUVs is to be announced. I mean, that's supposed to be sometime in 2021, and they will announce it. And as you can see, this is the again, the skateboard chassis, and this right here is the skateboard chassis, which this is showing the motors and the battery packs, and everything is sealed underneath here. And hopefully this, has crumple zones built into it. This right here is like a prototype thing, but I don't see crumple zones on the outside like Volvo has their crumple zones, for their XC40 SUV. I believe it's XC40. It's called the Recharge, and you can see the crumple zones. But in this particular one, you can't see, but you can see some of the structure here. But I'm sure the one that comes in production will probably be more. You can probably see it more of the crumple zones. Now this is of course, this is the motor, and this is the suspension and all the components, and everything's kept at the base. And because of that, you have this storage space for the R1T that you can keep your belongings in the pickup truck, which is really nice, and it's well lit. And this is a cover. And this right here is the front, and this is quite deep, and you can put your belongings and stuff in here as well. Hopefully they'll have the drainage plugs in here if possible, just in case it gets wet, but it don't look like it, because this looks to me as though it's carpeted, so it's not, because it wouldn't be carpeted if that was the case. But this is a nice setup. But this right here being plastic like that, sure, it may have the drainage plugs for water or whatever you put in there. This right here is the storage bin behind the passenger back door right here. You can put your belongings. So it's almost like a tour bus where you can put stuff underneath it, or a Greyhound bus. This just showing belongings going in. And this right here is a seat space and the cut, so you can keep your belongings and stuff in. And this right here is the instrument cluster, and also you have the entertainment infotainment system right here. Quite a good setup, and the vents and everything's incorporated in there. Nice utilitarian type of design. A lot of space. Again, lot of definitely nice space. And this is right here is the this is as definitely the SUV, and that's quite a nice setup. Again, the see-through. It's pretty nice. They just wanted to show you that. And then again, this is going to have Alexa integration built into it, and so it's the person is showing you that they can turn on the lights and do other things, with the Alexa integration with their telephones. And this right here is the CEO, Mr. Skirinch himself, MIT graduate, mechanical engineering major. And we will skip back then to show you again what we saw earlier. We'll end on this note. That's the note we'll end on, the tank move. Again, this is AO Automotive Reviews. Thanks for watching. Remember, share, like, and subscribe.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more interesting videos.